then Drake was we talked about Joe Budden.
You did?
Yeah, we talked about Joe Budden. He was laughing. He was like, I gave him a little look. And he was like, that's why, I'll talk about it more on the show. Drake was like, that's why Joe ain't put out the DMs. He keeps threatening he's going to put out DMs where I DM'd him. And Drake was like, the reason he ain't put him out is because I DM'd him and said, I hope you get well in this tough time. AKA, you out here strung out on dope or something. So he ain't put that out.
Wow.
And then I told Drake that I heard the rumor was that Eminem was going to gear up to come after him. And he laughed. He was like, that's not going to happen. He was like, he'd never do that. And if it did, I got something for him, too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drake has finally responded to the news. Yes, Drake has finally responded. So we're going to be talking about that today. Now, the clip that I played you guys earlier basically sums up this video, right? Ebro in the morning basically said some stuff he was not supposed to say on air. He was not supposed to say that because guess what? He put out that information and everyone else reacted to it. He said in the video that I showed you guys earlier in this video, he said that he spoke to Drake behind the scenes at the OVO Fest, and he came up to Drake with a rumor that Eminem was working on a diss track for him. And verbatim, he said, Drake was like, nah, he wouldn't do that. And if he did, I got something for him. Now, after Ebro said that, the internet went crazy. People were trying to find this clip because this was all over the interwebs. Like, it was very hard to find this clip, but it was traveling word to mouth. I mean, even Twitter picked it up on the Moments page and they were talking about this stuff. And that's how I found out about it. So Drake finally responded today and he took some shots at Ebro. Now, this is what Drake said on Instagram, but if you know the song, you know exactly what it's talking about. He said this: if they don't have a story these days, if you guys know the song 9 on Views, right? Drake says, if they don't have a story these days, they'll make one. And it seems that Drake was definitely taking shots at Ebro because why would Ebro say something like this? He knows that it's going to give him the attention that he was seeking by that comment, because why else would you tell a private conversation? Now, the internet went crazy and Drake started to get bashed. And I don't know if you guys believe this or not, but I'm letting you guys know right now, Drake watches everything that goes on online. I'm not saying that he watches every YouTube video or anything like that, but when it comes to what people are saying about him, he cares about that stuff. That's how the situation popped off between him and Joe Budden. That's why the whole music video of Hotline Bling was a meme. He knew that people were going to make fun of the video, so guess what he did? He took the thoughts of people that were saying that he's sensitive, that said that he couldn't dance, and guess what he did? He replicated that in a video just so people can make memes about it and make the song even bigger. Now, the same thing happened with this situation with Ebro. Ebro went and talked about a private conversation that they had, and guess what Drake does? He responds to it on Instagram in a passive way. But everyone knows that he's talking about the Eminem situation. Now, Drake has been getting a lot of hate lately. And I don't know if it's from the whole Joe Budden thing or his fans are just starting to turn on him. I don't know what it is, but he's getting a lot of hate, man. And I don't know if you guys notice it, but I see it because whenever I make videos about Drake, I see a bunch of people saying, F Drake, Drake is this, Drake is that. And whenever a situation happens between him and another rapper, I see it even more. And when that Eminem situation took off, Drake got slayed in the comments on YouTube, tweets on Twitter, comments on Instagram. He was getting slayed. Like, people were laughing at the thought that Drake thought that he had a chance against Eminem. And Drake had to put this rumor to bed. He had to do that. And that's why he came out with that post on Instagram today, because he saw the hate that he was getting. And when Drake said in his song, "The Sixth God is watching," trust me, he really is watching. He overlooks the view that everyone has of him. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's going to have to take a break or not, but I'm letting you guys know right now, like, I honestly see the hate that he's getting right now. And it could be because people are tired of hearing him it could be because the whole beef between him and Joe Budden, maybe Joe did crack the armor. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but I see it. And I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys see it as well, man? Drake is getting a lot of hate from people. Like, people that used to be stans of Drake are now saying F Drake. And I don't know what it is, but he sees it. And that's why he came out yesterday and he had to put an end to that rumor, to that private conversation that they had behind the scenes.